Rhaenys Targaryen wasn't just called the Queen Who Never Was for dramatic effect. Her life was a living testament to the bitter complexities of power, ambition, and the tragedy of unfulfilled potential. But could she genuinely have taken the Iron Throne? Let's look closely at what George R.R. Martin tells us in Fire and Blood. In 92 AC, following King Jaehaerys' eldest son, Prince Aemon's death, Westeros faced a pivotal moment. Aemon was the heir, beloved by all, but his passing sparked a crisis. His daughter, Princess Rhaenys, had a strong claim, arguably the strongest by birthright. Yet, the crown passed her by, given instead to her uncle Baelon. This moment, known in history as the Great Council of 101, was no trivial decision. It reshaped Westerosi succession forever. Why was Rhaenys overlooked? First, tradition and Westerosi precedent heavily favored male heirs. The lords of the realm viewed the throne as something passed father to son, rather than father to daughter, or granddaughter. Even though Rhaenys had the blood, talent, and courage befitting a ruler, Westeros wasn't ready for a woman to rule in her own right. Archmaester Gildane describes in Fire and Blood the lords' hesitations, many claiming that no woman should sit the Iron Throne, regardless of her birthright. Yet, it was not merely won, but paid for in blood. She witnessed firsthand the personal price of ambition during the Great Council. Even though she had every reason to feel cheated, she chose stability over civil war, peace over ambition. Her restraint spoke volumes about her character. In HBO's House of the Dragon, this conflict is depicted poignantly. When Rhaenys addresses Rhaenyra about power, she states bitterly yet truthfully,
"Men would sooner put the realm to the torch than see a woman ascend the Iron Throne."
This reflects her pragmatic understanding, an understanding drawn directly from Martin's subtle narrative cues in Fire and Blood. However, history gives us a glimpse of what could have been. During the Dance of the Dragons, Rhaenys fought valiantly for Rhaenyra's cause, asserting herself on Dragonback in the pivotal Battle of Rook's Rest. Her bravery ultimately cost her life, but the very fact she fought at all proves she possessed the steel and resolve needed in a monarch. Had she chosen differently? Had she gathered her strength, rallied her supporters, and made her bid at the Great Council? History might remember Rhaenys not as the queen who never was, but as the queen who changed everything. Yet, we must ask ourselves, would the realm have accepted her? Possibly. She had dragons, gold, ships, and allies. But the patriarchal foundations of Westerosi society were too strong, deeply rooted, and backed by powerful men unwilling to surrender tradition to progress. Ultimately, Rhaenys' story isn't about lacking strength or courage. It's about how society perceives strength and who is permitted to wield it. Her legacy forces us to face the uncomfortable truth that sometimes greatness alone isn't enough. The world around you must be ready for it. Rhaenys could have claimed the throne. Of that, there's little doubt. She had the blood, resources, and capability. But her tragedy wasn't inability. It was timing. Westeros simply wasn't ready for her. Perhaps Martin's greatest lesson through Rhaenys' story is not about dragons or crowns. It's a timeless reminder of the struggles faced by those ahead of their time. She remains one of his most powerful characters precisely because of what she could have been, not just who she was. Could Rhaenys have claimed the throne? Absolutely. But sometimes, even dragons cannot break chains forged by history itself.